Welcome back to this course, guys, and in this lesson, as I told you in the previous lesson, that I'm going to demonstrate how you can create shortcuts for adding a style into your Word document, or in other words, styling your text with a shortcut key, so it does not waste your time in going to the style section in your home tab on your ribbon and then choosing a style that you want. However, to ease this simple process, you can create shortcuts and then simply type in that shortcut on your keyboard and it will automatically change that text into the style that the shortcut is assigned to. So it's pretty straightforward. You just need to follow some simple steps to create a shortcut for the style that you want to have that shortcut assigned to. So first of all, you need to go to the Home tab on your ribbon, and then inside this Home tab on your ribbon, you need to navigate to the Styles section, as we did in the previous lesson as well. And you notice that you have a couple of styles over here, and you have to select the style by hovering over to each style and then clicking the style that you like. So what's the easier way? By using a shortcut, because when you have an extensive document which contains a lot of lines of hundreds of pages or a lot of lines of text, and you need to style a paragraph in between that Word document, or in between all the text you need to style a paragraph, you can simply enter the shortcut and it will automatically style that paragraph. So you need to go to the bottom right corner of the styles, click that button over there, and you get all your styles over here. Then you need to go to this button which says Manage Styles, and we've done all of this in our previous lessons, and I also gave you a recap that to modify a style, you simply need to select a style from here and click Modify. And to create a new style, you need to simply click this New Style right over here. So let's find out our style that we have created in one of our previous lessons, which was a quote. So we created this quote style by ourselves, and let's insert a shortcut key for this quote style. So first of all, you need to open this quote. You need to modify this, so click this modify button and it will open up a new dialog box for you which says modify style. So it has already a name, style based on normal, style for following paragraph, normal, and all of it is already done in our previous lessons. So how you can assign a shortcut key to, let's say, this style? So you have to go to Format over here, and you notice that on the second last option in this format over here is the shortcut key. You need to click this option over here and it will open a new dialog box in front of you which says Customize Keyboard. So you need to enter the shortcut key that you want to assign to this into this box right over here which says Press New Shortcut Key. So let's say we add Ctrl plus D. So you need to press Ctrl and D on your keyboard, and it says that it is currently assigned to Format Font. This shortcut key is already assigned to something, and that is Format Font. So now let's try Ctrl plus E, and it says that it is already assigned to something, and Word has already assigned many of the shortcut keys to the features present in Word document, so it's difficult to find new shortcut keys. And I wish you best of luck for this, because it's not an easy task to find shortcut keys. But I've already found a shortcut key for this quote style that I'm about to enter over here. So that would be Control, Shift, and then Y. And it says that it is currently unassigned to it, so which means that it is not assigned to any of the features in Word, and which means that we can use this shortcut key for our quote style. Now once you've done this, you can either save changes in normal.m file or the sample document.docx, and I would suggest that you save it in normal.m file, and remember recalling that .m file is the one with macros. And you have the description of this shortcut key right over here. And once you've done with your shortcut key, you simply need to click assign. And once you click assign, this shortcut key, you notice over here that is already assigned to this quote style that we've created. So let's click close, click OK again, close this, and now let's test our shortcut key. So I have this paragraph over here. Let's press Ctrl, Shift and Y, and you notice that it changes into the quote style that we created. So it was bold, it was underlined, and it was in the form of a block quote. And if I remove this image from here, you notice that now it looks like the style that we created. So this is how you can add shortcut keys to ease your way throughout the document when you have to insert styles to the text that you have written. So I hope you like this lesson. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned, stay focused for more, and let's move to our next lesson. Hello guys, and welcome back. In this lesson I will be teaching you what is meant by the outline view of your document. It is a very powerful tool, and it can save your time and can ease you in writing the text for your document. So for example, first of all, we learn that what is outline view. So for instance, that you have to write an article or something, and you need to first insert the headings and then the text. So by outline view, you can create all the headings and subheadings first before writing the text, and then inside those headings you can include your text, which saves a lot of your time and ease your work. So without further ado, let's move forward, and you need to go to the View tab on your ribbon, and over here you need to navigate to the Views section. And in one of our previous lessons, I told you about the read mode, the print layout, the web layout, and also the draft view of your document. And now in this lesson, I'm going to tell you about the outline view of your document, and what features does this outline view have, and what can you do using this outline view mode. So first of all, we need to delete this text over here. Okay, great. So now once you have a plain document over here, Word document, you need to click this outline view in your views section. And once you click this outline view, you notice that you get some bullet points over here, and a new tab on your ribbon is created, which is called outlining. So basically this means that you're outlining your Word document first, or your article, or whatever it is. So you need to select the levels first. So the headings contain 9 levels. The first level, the second level, and these are gradually the subheadings made once you write down your headings on your Word document. So we'll start off with level 1 heading, and you can also choose that you want to only see the level 1 headings, or the level 2 headings, or all levels. So let's go with all levels for now. And over here, let's suppose that we're outlining our documents for the continents as heading level 1, and the subheadings will contain the countries present in those continents as level 2. So let's go with the first continent, which is Asia. Let's press enter and go to level 2 now. So notice as I click level 2 over here, it indents the bullet point to the right side, which means that it is a subheading of this first level 1 heading. So let's include over here China. If I press enter, it will move me to the next line within the same level. So let's add India, let's add Pakistan, and so on. So we have these 3 countries, let's say, in this continent Asia. And now if I press enter, it will keep me in the same level, which is level 2. And what if I need to add a new continent over here to my heading level 1? So I need to go to this outlining tab over here and simply click level 1. And notice it indents me back to the level 1 heading position. Let's name another continent, for example, Africa. Press enter, go to level 2, so you can have countries as a subheading, and then start inserting. For example, you can insert Morocco, press enter, and it will keep us within the same level 2 because we're adding countries instead of continents over here. So Nigeria, Sudan, and so on. So over here you can see that I'm outlining my Word document right now. I'm adding only the headings, and then I can explain beneath each of these headings what text I need to write. So once you're done with the outlining, you can easily click close outline view. And once you click close outline view, you notice that you have the headings, which are a little bit in a bigger font than the subheadings, and you have the subheadings as well, which are a little smaller in font than the heading level 1. So this is how you can outline your document, and then you can simply enter text, whatever you need to write inside this heading, this particular heading. So this is a very powerful and handy tool that you can use for outlining your document before writing all the text. And just to recall, it saves you a lot of time in writing an article or anything you're writing. It may be a thesis, or let's say it is a letter that includes headings, and so on. So I hope this helps. Keep practicing, keep learning, and let's move to our next lesson. Hello guys, and welcome back. In this lecture, I will be teaching you how you can create lists out of your outline that you have created in your previous lesson. So it's a very simple and a straightforward process to create lists for your outline or headings that you have created for your text or article, whatever you need to write. So you simply need to highlight this. Let's highlight this, and then, or you can also click Ctrl+A, and it will select all the text present on your Word document. So let's select this, and then you can see that the font that I'm using is Calibri Light, and the font is not showing up over here because it is different for Asia, and it is different for China, India, and Pakistan. So therefore it is not showing one font size for the text in my Word document. So how can I create lists? So to create lists, I need to go to my paragraph section, and over here I see this numbering which says create a numbered list. Click the arrow for more numbering formats. So let's click this arrow, and you can see that I have a bunch of numbering formats. I can use 1, 2, 3 with a dot, 1, 2, 3 with a closing brackets, 1, 2, 3 in Romans. I can use ABC, ABC in capitals, and so on. Similarly, I can also define a new number format, and if you don't want to use these pre-built numbering library or lists, you can easily create new lists by your own self and modify those lists. But in this lesson, I'm just going to show you that how you can create lists from the pre-built, or in other words, the default numberings present in Word 2016. So this is how you can easily list your text or headings present in Word 2016. So let's select this one over here, Asia and China. And if I press tab over here, you notice that this is my second level heading, and it automatically changes to A. And if I indent this twice, you notice that it becomes the third level heading, and it changes to the 1 Roman. And if I tab it 4 times, you notice that it has a 1 with a dot now instead of square brackets, which means it is a 4th level heading. which is also called the subheading of this heading. Similarly, if I do the same with Africa, you notice that I again get an A, because this is my first level heading that I have created in one of our previous lessons. So let's go back, let's undo, and this is how you can create lists for your headings present in your Word document. So I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned, and let's move to our next lesson. Hello guys, and welcome back. In this lesson, I'm going to demonstrate how you can create and define new list styles for your lists if you don't want to use the pre-built or the default lists present in Word 2016. So it's very simple. You just need to focus and understand what I am demonstrating you, because it is a little bit complicated as well at the same time, and you need to focus in order to understand. So let's, without any further ado, move towards defining new list styles. But just to recall, where are our lists present? So our lists are present in the Home tab in our ribbon, and in the Home tab you have to navigate to the Paragraph section. And once you navigate to the Paragraph section, you have the first option, which is the bullet points. If you want bullet points, you can insert them. For example, if you want this bullet point, you can hover over this and click this if you like it. Similarly, it's the same thing with the next bullet points. And the next thing is the numbering. If you want to number your headings present in your Word document. And the third thing is the multi-level list. So the multi-level list is what we made in one of our in the previous lesson that I created, and in that lesson I told you that in multi-level lists the first heading is automatically created as the level 1 heading, the second heading is given the option A, which will be the second level heading, and so on. The third one will have the Roman one, and the fourth one will have the one with a dot. So in this lesson we are going to be defining new list styles if you don't want to use the pre-built list present in Word 2016. So how can you define new list styles? So you need to navigate to this list over here in your ribbon, and then go to define new list style at the very bottom of this list library. So once you click this, you get a dialog box which says define new list style. First of all, you need to work with the properties. You need to give it a name. So let's give it a name, Claydesk lists. Great. Now once you've given a name, now you need to start formatting your list, or in other words, modify your list. So you need to first check that on which level of the heading you need to start on. You want it to be level 1 heading, level 2 heading, level 3, and so on. So basically, and many times we start off with the level 1 heading, and then you need to apply formatting to the first level, the second level, the third level, the fourth level, and so on. So the first level is this line over here, which is the level 1 heading. The second line will be our A line, which will be the second level heading. The third one will be the Roman numbers line, and the fourth one will be the 1 dot line. So let's first go with the first level heading. So you can choose the font which you want in the first level heading. Let's go with Calibri Body over here. Choose the font size to be 14. Give it a color black. Do you want it bold or in italics, or do you want it underlined? You can choose if you like them to be in bold, italics, or underlined. Then you need to select that should it be in numbers or should it be in bullet points. And we're talking about the first level heading right now, because you can see the preview over here as well, that when I change this to bullet, the one sign over here with closing brackets changed to the bullet sign. So let's go back to numbers, and in this selection area, you can see that it says that you have to choose either 1 2 3 1 2 3 over here, 1 2 3 in Romans, capital ABC or small ABC. So if I choose capital ABC over here, you notice that the 1 changes to A. So let's keep it 1 2 3 for now. And then we've met with these options before also in our previous lessons. Do you want this in only this document or new documents based on this template? So let's go with only in this document. And the next thing that you need to do is click format. And once you click format, you need to go to numbering. Click numbering and it opens up another dialog box which says modify multi-level list. So now this is the advanced modification of the lists that you are creating. So you can either select the levels from here, whether you want to work on level 1, level 2, level 3 and so on. So let's start off with level 1 again. Enter formatting for the number and number style for this level, whether you want it to be 1 2 3 ABC and so on. And then you want the number alignment. Should the number be aligned to the left, to the centered, or to the right? Similarly, you want a text indent, that how much space should there be between the number and the text. So let's keep it 0.5 and it should be aligned at how much near to the text. So let's keep it at 0.344, let's say. And you can set it for all levels. Let's close this for now. And then you need to click more over here for more advanced options. And once you click more, you notice that you have some more options that you can do with your lists. So you can link level to style. Which style do you want to use? And just to recall, in one of our previous lessons we created our quote style by ourselves. So you can also use this style in your list as well. So let's go with no style right now. You can guess the list number, list name, and you can start at 1 2 3 4 and this is just the same as we did in our define new list style. It's just a little bit advanced from it. So once you're done with all of this, you simply need to click OK and click OK over here as well. So you notice that if you go to this list over here, you will see your list as well. And that list will be right over here in list styles, which is Claydisk list that we have created. So if I choose this, you notice that the format changes. And if I tab this, it will change to A. If I tab this again, it will change to 1 in the Roman sign, and if I tab this again, it will change to 1 dot. Similarly, let's get rid of this for now and start with another document. For example, I have the United States, the country, and I'm going to highlight this and choose our Claydisk list. Great. Now let's press enter, give it a tab, and you notice that this will now be the second level heading or the subheading of the heading level 1, which is United States. So let's add Wisconsin, and if I press enter, it will keep me in the second level heading, which means that I can add either more states of the United States or I can go to the cities present in these states. So for example, Kenosha, and you can see that I have the first level heading, I have now the second level heading and the third level heading. So this is how you can create your own lists, modify them and design them in whatever way you like. You can either change the font of this particular heading level and so on. So stay tuned, stay focused. I hope you learned, and let's move to our next lesson.